Hi guys, Shauna here. So this is my second time trying to record this video. I am in my car, as you guys can tell, on my lunch break from work. I have about 15 minutes before I'm heading back into my job. I'm going to try to get this 22-week update done with real quick. I'm recording it for the second time because the first time my phone was connected to my car Bluetooth and apparently did not pick up any of the sound. So we're going to hope it's picking it up this time. So real quick, I don't know any changes with baby. I don't have my bump app pulled up right now because I am filming on my phone, which I usually don't. I usually have a camera. But I know the baby was supposed to be right around a pound this week. I'm assuming mine's a little bit bigger since he was bigger at the 20-week anatomy scan. But I don't know. He's wiggling around like crazy. I feel him all the time. I've been trying to get Dustin to my husband. I've been trying to get my husband to feel him, but he hasn't been able to yet, so we're going to keep trying. Hopefully he'll be able to soon. So some symptoms that I've been having this week. One is a sore jaw, which is I hadn't had before, so that one's new. I've had it mostly in the mornings when I wake up. I'm assuming it's due to the hormone relaxin that they say makes all your joints and muscles relax during pregnancy to prepare you for labor. But I don't know for sure. It's just been really sore this week. Next, so I've been having some nausea, especially at night. I've woken up a few nights this week in the middle of the night with really bad stomach aches, and I've had to take a bath or something to kind of calm it down so that I'm able to fall back asleep because I haven't been able to go back to sleep. So that's been frustrating and new, and it's also led to me being even more exhausted than I already was. I've been really tired. I've hardly been sleeping at all due to the nausea, as well as just due to insomnia, just too many thoughts going on in my head. And then also due to my back pain that I mentioned last time, I've been continuing to have lower back pain. And then this week it's also started to be in my upper back, in between my shoulder blades. I think it's because I'm sleeping holding a pillow. And so I think because I'm all crunched over, it's stressing my back out. So I'm going to need to figure that out and see if I can find a different way to sleep. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to where the sun is not shining right on my face. This week my heartburn has continued to be pretty bad. I think it's gone to acid reflux. I don't think it's heartburn anymore. When I burp, I can feel the acid in my throat coming up, and a couple times I've actually thrown up from it. So I think it's actually acid reflux, not heartburn anymore, and it's just been awful. My doctor did suggest I could take Pepcid AC, which I'm not sure I want to do. I've been trying with this pregnancy not to take medicine as much as possible, and B, I just don't know. I looked online at if Pepcid AC was okay to take while pregnant. Even though my doctor said it was, I wanted to look up what online stuff said, and everything I read online said only to take it if you have to, and then there's not really any they haven't done a whole lot of testing whether or not it's okay. They don't know if there's any reactions that might happen. So I'm really iffy about taking that. So I have two doctors right now, a high risk doctor and a regular doctor. My regular doctor is the one that said I should take the Pepcid AC. I go to my high risk doctor next week, and I think I'm going to talk to her about it and just see her opinions. If they both tell me it's okay to take, then I might try taking it just to see, because it's been really bad. Really, really bad. It starts really early in the morning, 10 a.m. already. I already have heartburn. It keeps me up at night. It's been awful. It's been hell to deal with. I'm not kidding. It's been hell. And it's also been leading to my exhaustion because it keeps me up at night because I can't sleep because I feel like I'm going to be sick. So it's just been really hard to deal with. Now, my big thing this week that I wanted to talk to you guys about is my emotions. They have been all over the place. Up until this week, I have felt pretty stable, pretty consistent. I haven't felt any major mood swings or anything. And this week it hasn't been a mood swing. It's been just really emotional. And I don't know if it has to do with the time change, if it has to do with the weather. It's been rainy and gloomy, which I usually love, but maybe that's affecting my mood. And it also, I think it has a lot to do with my husband working so much. He normally works just on he works 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. So he's usually home when I get home, and he's usually home on the weekends. The past would say 2 months, he's been working later in the evenings, but he's usually still home at least around the same time I get home. And in the past month, he's been working Saturdays as well, which has been stressful, but it's still, I can deal with it. He's usually still home when I get home in the evenings. We usually still have dinner together. Everything's been going good. This week though, he's been working from 6 a.m. until, like, he hasn't been getting home till after 9 p.m. all week, and then he worked Saturday and Sunday. And I think just having him gone so much really put a stress on me as well. Like, I feel so selfish saying that, because I know he's doing this to make money for us and to better our future, but I don't like not having him home. I like having dinners together, and our relationship got so much better when we started having nights and weekends off together, when we started being able to spend that quality time together. And every time we've ever gone through a period where we're working opposite schedules, or we're just not seeing each other a lot, our relationship always gets stressed. I always get emotional. And so I think that mixed with the hormones has just made me a wreck this week. I've cried a lot. I've gotten upset with him over stupid stuff, and I know I'm just being crazy. Like, I know I do appreciate what he's doing and how hard he's working so much. I really do. I miss him, and I want him home. And my dogs miss him, and they're cranky and whining a lot, and when he comes home at night, he's basically eating and going to bed, and they don't understand why he's not spending time with them. So their emotions have been messing with me because they're whiny, and that's making me more cranky. And so it's just been a really hard week. I've cried a lot, and I have just been really emotional and trying to kind of rein it in. Hopefully this next week will be better. He's hopefully not going to be working as much, so hopefully we'll be able to have dinners together. And I think that'll help a lot. I think just having him around more will help a lot. I've also, the baby's movements have kind of changed this week, times a day. Anyways, the past like 2 weeks before, I was feeling him move. Sorry, there's allergens going around in our air, and I'm all congested, but I was feeling him move pretty regularly the first 2 weeks, last 2 weeks, like morning, noon, and night. He had like these times when he was always moving for like a 20 or 30 minute period, and I gotten kind of used to that. And then we went through the time change this past weekend, and I think that threw him off, and so he's moving differently now. It's just different times, not as strong sometimes, and maybe he just switched positions too, so I'm not feeling him as much. But that's kind of made me more emotional too, because I'm just a little worried about him. I did break out my fetal Doppler right after I posted that video. Actually, I broke it out, and I actually listened to his heartbeat with that, and it was fine. So I mean, I still feel him every day. There's not a single day that I don't feel him. It just sometimes feels like it's not as much as it was. But then sometimes, you know, I'll get a really strong kick, and I'm like, yeah, there he is. He's fine. So I don't know, and it's probably just all in my head. I'm probably just being emotional. It's all in my head. But I go to the doctor again next week, so I'll get to see him again, and I'm excited about that. They're doing a growth check, so I'll also kind of get to see, like, within a month, like, how much he's growing, and kind of if he's meeting normal milestones, or if he's growing too quickly or too slowly, or what's going on with that. And then after that, the next week, I have my diabetes test, can't think of the word right now. Glucose test. my glucose test after that. So I'm worried about that as well, just because my weight makes me a higher risk for having gestational diabetes. And my mom also had it during one of her 3 pregnancies. So it runs in our family, and it just makes me nervous, but hopefully everything will be okay. Besides that, everything else has been going good. There hasn't been any major symptoms. The stretchy feeling in my stomach seems to pretty much go away. His kicks do occasionally make my stomach a little sore, like if he's kicking in one spot for a long time. But besides that, I feel pretty good besides the emotions. The emotions have really got me down this week, but hopefully this next week, I'll kind of be able to pick those up. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for my next update and my next video. Please, if you're new to my channel, subscribe, and make sure you watch my Get to Know Me so you can figure out who I am. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell and stay tuned for next video, for new video. Stay tuned for new videos every Monday and Friday. Bye, you guys.